For the show here, I worked a long day, man, up and down a ladder many, many times.
Yeah, a lot of walking will wear you out, especially when you get upwards of where we are in the age department.
It was a nice day, so I was outside, got a suntan on my face. Bunch of tourists around. I was on the Penn's Landing bridge between South Street and Penn's Landing, working on the neon signs there. And since it was a pedestrian bridge, you couldn't get the bucket truck back there. I had to do it off the old 12-foot trestle ladder. That baby's got some weight.
Well, at least you sort of had a scenic and fun place to have to work. Yeah, that's the nice thing about what you do. You get a change of scenery. You're not looking at the same square four walls every day.
Yeah, I do get to see my share of bums and that kind of thing, and the interactions thereof. Of course, I usually don't deal with them very much, very quick. I might toss them a buck or some change or something and just keep moving.
Yeah, I don't want to go down that political road this early. Classic Radio Roundup hasn't even started yet.
On the brighter side, I took some pictures for folks that were there in front of the battleship. It was very scenic. I looked at the battleship New Jersey all day.
Yeah, the battleship New Jersey across the way, and the flagship Olympia right there up close.
Yeah, and I breathed the diesel fumes from the gambling, the Spirit of 76 boat there while it was docked and warming up.
I was actually out to sea in the Mediterranean alongside the Jersey, and I got to see her fire her guns. Man, that's a sight you'll never forget, and it's a sight like no other.
How about the sound that goes with it?
Oh man, it rattles your bones. And we were like 5 or 6 miles away, and it still rattled my bones.
Yeah, now, I mean, you look at it and you're like, wow, if it really got hard, I guess they could put it back into action, or now they ripped everything out of it.
As far as I know, them things are supposedly, but basically mothballed, and if the Merideh hits the rotary oscillator to, throw them in the shipyard and they can bring them back. The equipment is still there, the main propulsion and everything like that.
Yeah, if I wasn't so darn busy, I would have maybe tried to hit the radio room. Don't they have a radio room over there?
I'm sure they do. In fact, I know they do because I've worked them on amateur radio before. It's, I forget their call sign. I want to say AA2BB or something like that. They do have a radio club.
Yeah, and then you said that Mashulu, or the Olympia, the boat in front of it, that's got a steam engine. You can check that out, you said?
The Olympia, yes, you can go down there. That's old-timey stuff, man. That thing is coal-fired boilers with a triple expansion reciprocating steam engine. You could see the rods and the crank and everything. It's old-timey. The new stuff's got steam turbines, but that thing is a piston engine, steam pistons.
Okay, I'm warmed up. I'm on frequency, and I'm rolling with it. Sparky on this Spark-O-Matic.
441, the Spitfire, and I'm all warmed up, ready to go on this Class AB1 push-pull high-level plate modulated Regency Imperial. It's a shame that we got Sweaty Maria in here, man. That'll make here in the concurrent Delaware County Classic Radio Roundup, that'll be making it rough to hear them.
Yeah, but she sounds like she's fading. Maybe it's just me, but she's fading out.
Yeah, it's still more than I'd like to hear. Yesterday was nice and quiet, man. I didn't really hear any skip land at all yesterday. Classic Radio Roundup, the warm-up session. 441, the Spitfire, working this hollow state radio.
Is that one double sideband?
That is correct. Double sideband reduced carrier AM radio.
I've only had that Imperial I have fired up with the stock mic. It's a pretty looking mic, kind of square and 50s looking.
Yeah, and trimmed out in gold.
Yeah, that's the cool part, yep.
You got the gold mic connector and all?
That's right.
Yeah, pretty slick. I've got my Golden Eagle D104 hooked up with mine here.
Yeah, nice combo. Make sure you get a picture of that.
Well, I got a picture of the radio, but I have to zoom out to get the mic.
No, or hold it up next to it. It's like a Southside.
Golden Eagle D104. Yeah, show you right. Yeah, this thing is a fun radio to run. There's no lacking in audio available.
No, it sounds pretty good, man. I mean, it's loud, but it's not all jagged.
That's right. Loud and proud, crisp and clean.
Just want to say hi, gentlemen.
Oh, hello, gentlemen, right back. It's the Zip. What's going on, Gene?
Hey, we're hanging in there. I'm right between trains as they're coming into the trolley barn.
10-4 on the right between the trains. I know your situation and I feel for you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think they picked a different frequency or something. Now they're right smack on 113. No, 115 rather.
Well, hey, at least they're moving away from you then.
Absolutely. I can tell whether they're coming or going, but when they're coming to be put to sleep for the night, next rush hour, they're moving very, very slowly.
Well, at least it's not a long-term thing and it's not 24/7. You know, you do get a window of opportunity.
Roger the window of opportunity. You guys sound great. What nice radios tonight.
There's no theme tonight. Run what you brung tonight.
Okay, I just got a train, wiped everybody out. I'm 20 over.
Well, I can only radiate so much power and I can't overcome something like that.
Thanks, U.S. government. I won't go down the road, but yeah, I'm sure the engineers don't like it either. You know, now it's like they can't speed it. You know, before they had a little liberty.
Big Brother is watching. Your freedoms are being chipped away all the time. Keep voting with emotion and see what happens. You won't have no freedom left. You'll be another subject.
Well, then they'll go with the conductorless trains. You know, that's why they want these autonomous cars and trucks. You know.
That's why I'll never give up my 1968 BSA 441 kickstart single-cylinder motorcycle.
Where's 44 to tell us we're getting political?
I'm trying not to, but it's hard. It's hard. He must be getting ready to watch Survivor. I don't know how Survivor got more important than classic Radio Roundup. I don't know how that happened.
This radio says Auto Watch. What's that?
Auto watch? I don't know. Is it like a dual channel receiver or something?
No, when I press it, the radio goes off. I wonder if it detects something on channel 9, it comes on.
There are radios like that. That's what I was kind of getting at. I had a Johnson 124M, and it actually had a second receiver in it with channel 9 and 19, and it had a separate squelch for it, and it would you could put it in the mode where, you know, it would either put on a warning light if the squelch got broke, or it would flip you over to that receiver channel if the squelch was broke. What radio did you say that was?
This one?
Yeah.
Spark-o-matic CB5100 base station. Spark-o-matic CB5100.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it, but I guess that's one of them fancy ones. I guess maybe it has dual receiver or something. I really don't know. I'd have to look at it or whatever, but I don't know. Not familiar with it, but that sounds like what it is.
Yeah, there's a sister radio. It's made by Lloyd's. Well, the Lloyd's label is on the radio. Yeah, buddy.
Classic Radio Roundup, 27115 on the AM radio dial.
Talking about radios. 27115. What the hell am I?
If you don't know, I can't tell you.
Whiter shade of pale? It was just overload. I was wondering why it sounded so crappy.
As long as it's not emotional overload.
Or political overload. Can't have that.
Yeah, well, we've been skirting it already, but we're trying not to, but it happens anyway.
I'm actually a little afraid as the year continues on, it's just going to get unbearable.
Yeah, it's messy already. You can't turn your head without running into it. Hello, Chuck.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Hey, Chuck.
I'm running a D104 tonight, amplified.
That sounds good, too. Yeah, way better.
Yeah, it has more highs than the other mics, I guess. Going through the EQ to balance it out.
And that works out just fine.
D104 here, but no EQ. Plugged right into the radio. My Class AB1 push-pull high-level plate modulator.
Yeah, no, this D104, the head is a keeper. It has really good fidelity. I plugged my head in from the unamplified, and the thing was a dog.
Yeah, some of those elements go bad.
This is my Golden Eagle D104, my Silver Eagle, and my plain old G stand, and I have a night special. And none of them sound as good as the Golden Eagle do. They all sound good, but they're more bright. This one's less bright than the rest of them. I don't know if that's by design or by accident.
Yeah, I think the Rochelle salts, they change. You know, they go through, I don't know, shift a little bit or something if they're dropped or jogged.
Well, I don't think that's the issue. It just seems like the Golden Eagle has different fidelity than the other ones for whatever reason.
Yeah, I bought a Silver Eagle off a friend of mine back in 1980, and that thing was a turd. I ended up getting rid of it.
My Silver Eagle, one of them I have, is mated permanently to my my Swan 250.
Yeah, it's still there.
I should hope so, and that's a good combination too. So I was told when I had it when it was working.
Yes. And speaking of radios, anyway, tonight's special classic radio roundup feature is iGain 623.
Yeah, we haven't heard that one in a while. Regency Imperial 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my frequency. It's off here. Uh-oh. That's closer.
Is that the Utopia?
Yes, it is. Oh my. Huh. I guess I got the wide filter on. Oh, you know what? No, I don't. I have the narrow filter. That's the problem. Try it again. Huh. This is weird. It's not working the way it's supposed to. Oh well. Transmit sounds good. Yeah, it's working, I guess. It's close enough. I'm not gonna get too upset, I guess. Hey, Chuck.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Sparky here. Hey, do you have a digital delay for that in that setup anywhere?
No, not at all. What, like some type of echo?
I don't call it that. Ah, but it is. Reverb. Because he's almost there. He's almost got that modulator kind of sound, that FM radio station sound. He's just missing that little bit of commercial edge here. No static at all.
That sounds like a good time to get us in a shameless plug. April 4th, first Monday in April. Pete's Big Band Taxi, noon to 3.
Yes, yes. You two can help Pete keep the taxi out of the ditch.
I finally got an email.
Woohoo! And they wanted to know if you could play Freebird.
No, I got it from Teresa in South Philly.
Oh, she one of your regulars?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's the one that came all the way up to the open house and wanted my autograph. She's really nice. She's a nice old lady.
Yeah, she's one of them cougars.
I'm not proud. I'll take anybody for a fan.
Or an air conditioner.
Rotary oscillator.
So you're generating a fan base there?
Yeah, it would seem so.
So I have an S9 train driving by now.
S9 trains?
Wow, you get disturbed by the trains too?
Yeah, I always have. I just have never really talked about it.
Yeah, well, the good thing about it is they're gone in a couple minutes.
Well, at least I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I can attenuate it about 2/3 with the notch.
Very nice.
Have you determined whether it's upper or lower sideband?
That's not sideband at all. It's a straight carrier.
Oh, it's AM?
Well, it's a carrier, you know. I don't think it's modulated at all. If I read the documents about the system, this is the thing that gets me. The only thing they use that for is to activate the sensors in the tracks. They use the power from the RF to activate the sensor. It doesn't convey any intelligence at all. So if I key on that frequency and I'm alongside the tracks, I'm probably turning on the transducers? Yeah, but it won't do any good if the train's not nearby to collect the information. But I mean, the thing of the matter is it's not frequency sensitive, so they could put that just about anywhere. Why they chose this channel, I don't know. Because it was over in Europe first, and they picked this channel, this frequency, rather.
Yeah, I think it was one of the Scandinavian countries.
Yeah, that's where it was developed, yep. I mean, they could change channels real easy, and it wouldn't hurt anything, because, like I say, I think they're only using it to activate the transducers in the tracks. They actually take the power from the RF. The antenna is underneath the train, and it's like less than a foot away from the sensor when it passes over top of it. And I guess, you know, that's all it's got to do.
Break 1-3.
All right, break.
Good evening, Jeff. Ghost here, just checking in, saying what's crack-a-lackin'.
You know, it's classic radio roundup.
Yeah, I know. I figured I could come in here real quick, say hi, see how everybody's doing.
Roger that. I'm going to set my... There we go. Yeah, where are you on here? Everything is set the way it's supposed to be. I don't think it's raining out yet. Hopefully it'll stay that way.
Yeah, there were some thunder boomers that went past, according to Channel 10, about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, there were a few in different places. Somebody was saying it was hailing in Boyertown. I got a little bit of rain, but nothing really substantial.
That was me, brother. It was almost marble-sized hail and a little bit of...
Yeah, the roads were dry for the most part down this way.
Roxborough got a storm. I drove through it. It washed my truck off.
Yeah, Boyertown, where I was at, got marble-sized hail, just a little bit smaller than that.
It rained here, but it was short-lived.
And we're clear for the rest of the night until tomorrow. There's going to be scattered thunderstorms again.
Washed my ladders off, too. Driving clean. Did you ever go through a bunch of big puddles and then you look up underneath your truck or car after you're done doing that and it looks like all clean? It looks like almost new under there. Usually I'd have to stick my lawn sprinkler under there and give it an undercarriage wash. Rust never sleeps. No, but it does work at night. I had to chisel some stuff off today. I had to break out the maul, the other maul, and the chisel, and chip off a few bolt heads.
Hey, quick question. Anybody know any places around that aren't in the city, like country setting, like 2, 3 bedroom, 1.5 bath for rent?
Afraid not.
This country boy hates the city, and I'd rather live out in the country.
Well, I can't disagree with that. I agree. I'm the same way. I hate cities. I don't think you could pay me to live in one. I like to go to the city, get in, and get out. I don't even like to go there.
I was just gonna say, I don't even like to go there.
Oh, I like to go there.
Without anybody complaining, you know what I mean?
I like the city, man. There's a lot to do and see and people and good food and rats and roaches and, you know, no pun intended. And I just get in, I enjoy it, I see it all, and then I get out. I don't even want to be there. I don't like people. I don't like large crowds, you know.
Yeah, I hate people too, but if you guys hear of anything, let me know.
Yeah, I don't like the issue.
You broke up there, Chuck.
Yeah, I said I don't like the issue of going down to the city and dealing with parking.
Well, there's one thing you got to remember. You're going to pay.
with my truck.
$20.
The meter prices in Reading went up. You know, 25 cents only gets you like 10 minutes.
That figures.
It's ridiculous.
I take advantage of the city. We've got an international city. It's only, 35, 40 miles away, man. There's a lot to do down there. So I soak it in, but I do not stay there. I get right out.
And the funny thing is I've got a handicap placard for being disabled from the Marine Corps, and you won't see the people, the meter maids, anywhere on the bikes or anything in Reading. But as soon as you pull up to a handicap spot, they come out of the woodwork, like looking around. Where's your handicap spot or your placard? This, that, and the other. I'm like, it's right there. You not open your eyes and see. It's called observation. That's why you're not a police officer, and obviously you would not have made it as a good military personnel.
She was definitely not aware of her surroundings.
Yeah, I mean, that, and then I went to Home Depot in Pottstown once, and there was a lady, not on crutches, not on cane, not limping, parked in the handicap and questioning me parking in the handicap parking spot. And I told her off. It's just the Marine drill instructor came out of me. And on top of it, she goes, oh, and you have an attitude about it. I'm like, well, if you want, I can give you a bigger Marine Corps drill instructor attitude. So I'd advise you to just get in your car without your broke butt and somebody else's handicap placard. And
I think I heard a lightning crash. Did you hear that lightning crash?
no, I didn't. I did. If you give me a minute, I can tell you where it's at.
Yeah, I just put digging tools in the back of my truck. They can get cleaned in the rain. That's okay. A dolly back there, maybe I'll bring it.
I drove by WRDV today, and the sign's still out there, and it still looks good.
Well, that's good. I mean, nobody said anything about it at nighttime, so I guess it lights.
Yeah, I'm never there at night, so I can't attest to that.
The lightning is coming. Excuse me, sorry about that. And if there's a squeal, I need to know. I can kind of hear it. It's coming from the north, by Pottsville. I followed the other guy over here.
Copy on the Norte.
Pottsville. Jeez, we got to go there next Saturday for a scrimmage softball game.
Yeah, there's a cell coming through Pottsville right now, and that's probably what we're hearing, a delay of. But yeah, I'm looking at it right now on undergroundweather.com on the app that I told you guys about.
Yeah, there's another app, lightningmaps.org. Lightningmaps.org. That's a good one. Shows you real-time lightning. Yeah, there's something going on. I hear it crashing through there.
They call me the night train, and this is your night train, Mobile.
Night train's crashing through. Yo,
Hey, what's going on?
you made it to the classic radio roundup.
Hello, train.
Hey there, Bagger. Where's Pete tonight?
I'm right here. Hello, Night Train, county-wide radio on my Class AB1 push-pull high-level plate modulator.
Alright, there he is. Hello there, Pete. Yeah, I'm just making it in from a hard day's work, man. I gotta just stop out here to the Coventry Mall and just for a quick, and then I'm headed on in. Maybe I'll get a chance to get on the radio there at 10-4.
Yeah, just be careful of the debriefing. But you're doing a good job from out there in the train Mobile. 441, the Spitfire on Classic Radio Roundup.
Okay, Roger. Y'all sounding good, man. Chance of snow, 70% Sunday.
And somebody was telling me we might get 4 inches. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now. Hold on a second.
Night train.
Yeah, come on, Sparky.
Hitting you with my Sparky-O-Matic 5100 base station.
Yeah, it sounds good, man.
Yeah, it's got some good audio.
Now, what microphone you use with yours?
That Zitagi type mic.
That damn echo.
Nah, he's got a little processor in front of him.
What? I don't hear anything.
That's what Bagger said.
Can you hear anything out there?
No, not really, no.
See what I'm talking about?
I hear that echo.
Just a pinch between your cheek and gum.
Fine, we detect a little bit of echo. Everybody move in. All units move in. We're going in. I'm on standby. I'm going to the ATM.
Well, I'm working this hollow state radio with no echo or processing involved. Just my class AB1 push-pull modulator.
Now that right there is classic CV audio that I remember from back in the day.
It is classic radio roundup.
And I am taking a little bit of a video gate here of this high gain and everybody's audio here.
Video gates rolling at the Spitfire Central.
Cool.
I'll take my usual 15 minutes of fame here. Then I get tired of holding this stinking thing.
Gotta get you some kind of a clamp that, that was on a stand.
I set mine up on my camera tripod.
Yeah, I can't do that because there's no mount on this thing. It's a flat piece of tablet.
There is no mount on mine either. That's why God made rubber bands.
Ah, rubber band. I didn't think about that. I got a floppy disk, 5 1/4 floppy disk holder that actually holds this thing. Only problem is I got to turn it, long ways. And on the screen, the video straightens out. But when you play it back, it plays it back sideways. But luckily, when I uploaded it to YouTube, it corrected it and turned it 90 degrees.
Yeah, rubber bands are your friend.
Yeah, come on, Bagger. You're a radio operator. You can make anything work.
Oh, yeah. With enough junk, I can make anything work.
You can do it.
Antique flea market junk even.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
That old boat anchor piece of junk ain't gonna do nothing.
You can't get your numbers called.
Now, don't invoke the spirits.
Yeah, forget about it. He's dead.
Oh my goodness.
Quit talking about him, he's dead.
D-E-D, he's dead. He's dead, dude. That just ain't right.
Yeah, that boy ain't right.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
Might just forget about it, dude.
Who is that out there?
Who, me?
Is that Green Dog?
That's the station formerly known as Green Dog.
Oh, positively formerly known as Green Dog. Hey, good evening, Sparky.
Good evening there, Sparky. I got some weird kind of noise coming in my receive tonight.
Okay, I got you just above the noise floor, but I hear you.
Specious, however you want to call it. It's weird, man. It comes through like a carrier on some channels. Other channels, it's like a beep. I don't know quite what's going on, but it's funky. Although I am not on a classic radio tonight, I don't believe I have any classic radios anymore. I do want to check in, though. 73s to all.
Cool, man. Good to hear you.
Shame, shame, shame.
Gotta do something about that.
closest thing I have to a classic would be this Uniden Pro 510, or no, Pro, what is it, 810? The little base station? That's about all I got anymore.
I like Unidens.
Sorry to hear that. Not to the Unidens, but that you don't have anymore.
Yeah, no doubt. I might pick one up here in the near future or the near Hamfest maybe. But yeah, Sparky, I like the Unidens too. I always did favor them over the old Cobras.
Yeah, you know, when you look inside, and it's usually the big transformer says Uniden, and I don't think any of the caps did, but some of the other componentry did. What else? The power transformers, some other chips in there.
I always thought Uniden and Cobra were the same people.
They are, unless you have a B&K.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there for a time, Uniden was making most of Cobra's radios. A couple of them were made by Toshiba, but yeah, they're not one and the same, but they did have a relationship. Although I think Cobra has now gone off the rails, and they're made by some clones like RCI now, you know, Chinese-made junk.
Toshiba, you know what I'm saying?
What's going on?
That sounds like Firestarter, that what's going on.
That's exactly what it's supposed to sound like.
Who did that? Did you do that, Bagger?
Yes, sir.
Do that again, man.
What's going on?
Monkey Man and Marky Mark. That's pretty good.
What's going on?
Oh, hell no.
I'm just sitting over here with my Jameson. You know, I'm not really supposed to have it, but I have it anyway. Got me a big ol', got me a big ol', got me a big ol'.
You can't talk skip. Gonna lock the ball down all day long.
Got me a big ol' Hummer.
This portion of Classic Radio Roundup is brought to you by the 05 Memorial Fund. If you want more 05, donate now, and we'll make sure you get it.
Ain't that the cue for Barbie Girl?
No.
Jump in.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life is plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair.
It still troubles me that you have that right at your immediate, beck and call.
He likes it. It almost sounded as bad as the original.
He always claimed it was his wife that liked that song. That's why he had it.
Yeah, that's just a deflection tactic.
I saw the video and it all became clear.
Yeah, just like he got all those Barbie dolls for the Bluebird movie. He said that was just for Bluebird. I don't know.
I was over at his house one day when the UPS man delivered his new shipment of Ken and Barbies, and his wife was there like, what the hell are you doing?
Is that when he made the video about Bluebird?
Yeah, blowing up the documents out of the trunk. That's hilarious, man.
That's the only part that I laugh at, but it's funny.
Somebody should grab that before it goes.
What became of Bluebird?
He flew south to Delaware.
He got run out of town, dude. Just forget about him. He's no more.
Yeah, but then didn't he come back? He came back from Delaware, and then he was here on the air for a little while, and then disappeared again.
Yeah, he went back down to Delaware.
Oh, he went back to live in the trailer park again.
I don't know where he's living, but I guess he couldn't afford to live up here. Communist Pennsylvania and all that.
I remember him denying, I don't live in a trailer park, and I Google Earthed it, and it was nothing but a trailer park. Nah, it ain't a trailer park. Sure as hell looks like one.
No, it wasn't really a trailer park, but it had trailers on the property, and he was in one of them, I guess.
If it looks like a trailer park and it smells like a trailer park, it must be a trailer park.
And you might be a redneck.
Reminds me of home.
You know you're a redneck when the house moves, but none of the cars in the yard do.
You might be a redneck if the tires on your home are in better shape than the ones on your truck.
Would that shape be round? Oh no, I got it. Oh, teacher calling me. Circle.
Hey, at least Sweaty Maria's finally gone. Yay!
Yeah, she wasn't really in there much today, was she?
No, it was actually noisier a little while ago than it was this afternoon when we were in here.
Yeah, right at 8 she was still in there.
Her voice has changed. You know, I think that's a different one. I think they got a new one.
Oh no, they got a new Sweaty Maria.
Yeah, and invoke the spirits.
New and improved, Sweaty Maria and the Mariachis.
She seems a little thicker, though. She seems like she got some weight on her.
Sweaty Maria 2.0. Get yours now.
Wow. Supplies are limited. Act now.
Specifications are subject to change. Terms and conditions may apply. Limited availability.
That's right.
Get them while supplies last.
State and local laws may apply.
That's right.
Limit 1 per person.
The first 500 callers will receive a commemorative keychain. Not illegal in America.
Oh wait, there's more.
Order a second one and just pay shipping and handling. Second one is free. Just pay shipping and handling charges.
That's right.
And they're really expensive shipping and handling.
Yeah, more than the actual product.
If you call now, we'll throw in the dingleberries for free. The dingle balls, you know, like Cheech used to hang up in his lowrider. Hey man, yeah, that's custom. I did it myself.
Yeah, man, dingle balls.
Yeah, I like what he says. Can I see your license? Hey, man, it ain't back there on the bumper.
Hey, man, this is the back on the bumper.
Hey, Double Bubble, you need a ride? Yeah, man. I almost froze my balls off in that ditch last night. Shoot, man. I would have stopped if I known you had any.
One of my favorite scenes is when they hop the car. They have this hydraulic hopping Impala or something. It hops over into the guy's, like, his wife's, like, rose garden. And he's saying, yeah, hey, Bendacos.
Yeah, just call him Bendeco. Yeah. That means like a friend in Spanish.
Dude, that setup is so funny.
I miss those movies on the old laser disc.
Yeah, there's every one of them movies are funny.
Yeah, just the fact that his buddy set him up beforehand.
And the one with the Pee Wee Herman in there. Hamburger.
Pee-wee's Great Adventure.
Tequila.
Yeah, when he's up in the biker bar, dancing on the bar.
Yeah, right?
He goes outside and knocks all those bikes down.
Yeah, he's got those high-heeled roach stompers on.
I meant to do that.
What was, what was his nemesis name? Francis. He had a big house with his bathtub was a giant indoor pool, and he was playing in there. Francis stole his bike.
Yeah, with the streamers on the handlebars.
Yeah, it looks like the bike was made in 1949 or something.
Now you can catch Pee Wee Herman on what is it, like CSI and stuff like that. He's on some TV shows now. He still pretty much looks the same.
Yeah, but how can you take him seriously in any other role after he's been Pee Wee?
What was that skit on Pee Wee's Playhouse? Was it the word of the day or the secret word or something? And if you said it, everybody would have to scream and holler.
I used to sit there and watch Pee Wee's Playhouse with my kid when she was little, and it was definitely a show on two levels. There was a level for the kids and there was a level for the adults.
Well, that's like Rocky and Bullwinkle. There was so much humor in there that, you know, was innuendo and stuff the kids obviously weren't going to get, but adults certainly did.
What was the Russian lady, Boris's wife or whatever, on that show?
Natasha.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Natasha.
We want to get moose and squirrel.
We going to have a good Russian dinner.
Out goes the good air, in goes the bad.
You know how, what was it, last week we were talking about Marvin the Martian and K9? My car, you're able to put wallpaper up on the dashboard. I went searching on the internet and I got a picture of Marvin and K9 on my dashboard now.
And so what we're saying is today's cartoon of the week is Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah, they were okay, but not as good as Marvin.
Wasn't Secret Squirrel? There was a whole bunch of them that did the Bullwinkle. Who was that? That wasn't Hanna-Barbera?
That was the other one. Yeah, that was Hanna-Barbera. Yeah, with just went out of my head. Dudley Do-Right.
Sir, no. Yeah, that was the same voice as Marvin almost.
Yeah, the main ones were Looney Tunes and Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, Secret Squirrel and Adam Ant. That was I guess that was Hanna-Barbera too, wasn't it?
Secret Squirrel had the secret radio phone on his wrist.
Yeah.
That's why I refer to it as going into Secret Squirrel mode.
Oh yeah, we all do that. Yeah, like you have your Secret Squirrel decoder ring here, yeah.
That's right, top secret.
And we're in Secret Squirrel mode here. Yeah.
He had a little sidekick that wear the Fez hat. I forget his name.
Oh yeah,
Morocco Mole.
that's it.
Well, I don't know.
Yep, the Morocco Mole. There was another cartoon I'm thinking of, and I can't remember. It was like it was along Secret Squirrel, but it was like Super Mouse or something. Damn, I can't remember. It was like almost like a cartoon Batman, but I can't pull that one out of my head. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
You mean Mighty Mouse?
No, not Mighty Mouse.
Adam Ant?
No, it was a mouse or a rodent of some sort, and he drove a Batman-like car.
Felix the cat.
Nah, it wasn't Felix.
Motor Mouse and Auto Cat and
It was a rodent of some sort. Ah, it's just right on the tip of my tongue. I can't pull it out. That one I used to like. And then there's the ever popular Ping 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 Ricochet Rabbit.
no.
I used to do that in the Navy, and people would look at me like I'm crazy. Like, oh, here we go, just like Ricochet Rabbit. Ping Ping Ping.
In your show on the radio, could you interject like little commercial things, or they have to pay royalty on that stuff?
No, we're allowed to do it.
Yeah, I heard another advertisement for ham radio on Dad's show there.
Oh, I always play that one.
Yeah, I like that. But yeah, if you could work in like some boraxo or something, that would freak people out probably.
Well, public service announcements I can get away with. I don't know, some of the other stuff may hit gray area, but when you're a commercial radio station like that, non-profit, you really don't have to worry so much about copyright laws.
Yeah, the other thing, what would be cool is if you could find period commercials. You know, you're playing these old-style music. Find some advertisements for products that were around back in the 40s or something, and the jingles that they used to play on the radio. That would go over pretty well, I think.
Like RCA stereo or radios and stuff.
Dad sort of does that, and he's given me some stuff, about, radio, imagination of the mind, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, let's go out to the lobby.
The voice of Victor.
His master's voice.
Yeah, you have to really, play something a lot to infringe upon copyright. And we're more restricted on stuff because of streaming over the internet than the actual broadcasting.
Yeah, because the internet reaches more people.
But that would take people back to the time when you play not only the music, but the ads and stuff,
Exactly.
I'm sure I could probably get away with it once in a while if I threw something in there.
I could put together a 50s or a 60s show, man. I got all kinds of ideas for something like that.
They are now filling the classes for the next DJ session.
They're willing to go into the 60s?
I think that's a little too far up for them.
Yeah, can they go into the 60s yet?
Well, it has to fit the format. My dad plays stuff that's recently made, but it's all big band format.
Yeah, he slides in that Lady Gaga stuff because nobody really knows.
But there's also some other artists that are redoing some of the old songs in the old style. I can't remember their names, but he's shown me a couple that he's played, and it's brand new stuff. We're brand new produced, but you couldn't tell a difference. The way you can tell a difference is you're listening on the internet and it comes over in stereo. If it comes over in stereo, chances are it might be new.
I heard that the other day. One of the songs was in stereo because I could hear the separation. I'm going like, wow, that old stuff in stereo? That's a rarity.
Yeah, it's probably something new produced that he come up with, but fits the old style. But he's the program director, or the music director, I should say, so he knows what he can get away with. The way I see it, if he gives it to me, it's okay to play.
Yeah, if it comes from dear old Dad, you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm not ready to go experimenting out on my own yet.
Well, once you get yourself comfortable, strike out, do be a little bold and try something a little different, Yeah, people might actually go like, wow, that's pretty cool.
There's plenty of stuff out there that's good to play already without doing that. I like to dip back into the 30s. Some of that stuff is more blues-like, and I like the blues.
Oh yeah, well, music kind of sells itself. But in between the songs, it's nice to throw a little jingle out there from the period, you know, to kind of set the mood. Especially if the people listening remember that time, and then they go like, oh my God, I remember that. You know, or like a Burma Shave commercial or something.
Well, I'm pretty well. I was told I'm pretty well safe to throw out one jingle every half an hour. Try not to overdo it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm sure you can come up with something.
That seems fair.
Yeah, and I time it in with the stop down. I'll throw a jingle out there. I'm still pretty much a rookie at it. I'm not even through my first year yet.
That's right.
But it does get easier each time. The last time I had a blast. It went so well.
Yeah, no ditches or anything.
No skid marks or nothing. Kept that taxi right within the lines and followed all the rules of the road.
I got the perfect follow-up show for that. It's like the rugged off-road was. We'll take that taxi from the yellow lines. We'll make a sharp left turn, and off the road we go.
The 4x4 version.
I need you to be my production manager. You should come in. You should take a day off and come in with me one time, and then you could be my engineer.
There you go. That would be fun, actually.
Yeah, and it is easier when there's two people there. That's why Dad likes it when I come in and help him out. Because he gets to play DJ and I get to play engineer, and we're both happy.
Yeah, just like Choo Choo Charlie. He was an engineer.
Good and plenty, good and plenty, good and plenty.
Saw those other sandbaggers on the classic radio roundup.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? Only the sandbaggers know.
So I just went out back on the deck there, checked the weather, and I hear all the frogs down in the woods croaking. So definitely spring is here.
Yeah, they're going to be a little upset on Sunday when we get 4 inches of snow.
That's my fault, because I got the snowblower buried behind the motorcycle, and I got my summer tires on the car.
Don't think that I'm not going to blame you for this.
It's entirely my fault.
Yes, it is.
You love sandbagging.
I left my snowblower in its place. I was tempted to put it away. I go, no, I think I better keep it a little bit longer.
Yeah, I still have mine in the garage. I wait until it's a sure thing before I siphon the gas out and dry the carburetor up.
I started it up and ran it for a little while and made sure everything was copacetic. And like, yeah, I think I'll leave it up just a little longer.
Well, I could get it out if I really had to. And it is ready to go with my new countershaft sprocket.
Yeah, brand new chain. It'll last another 15 years.
Did you get to run that thing with the new parts in it?
Oh yeah, drove it all up and down the driveway. Woohoo!
Well, I mean, put it to work moving snow.
Well, no, because there hasn't been any.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do. Unless you want to take it over to a ski resort and have them make you some.
Yeah, hard to test it out in actual snow when there hasn't been any since it's been fixed.
Would it work with sand?
I don't think I'd want to do that. Get sand in there and start grinding away at all the parts? No thanks.
Would it move like 2 inches of sand? I'm just curious.
Why would I want to do that? You get in there, sand sticks to grease, and now you got lapping compound. No thank you.
I know. I'm just wondering, would it physically throw the sand?
That would wreck everything.
I imagine it would for a little while, if it was dry, not wet sand.
Right.
Yeah, wet sand's kind of clingy, man. That'll jam it right up.
Yeah, I had the same transmission in mine, and I had to pull it apart one fall and grease it all up. It was almost seized. The wheels didn't want to turn.
When I had mine all apart, which basically I had to disassemble just about everything to replace that counter shaft, and everything got greased as it got put back together. But grease and sand equals lapping compound.
I know. I was just wondering if the machine would physically like scoop it up and it would hit. It's like a dual stage you have, right?
Yeah, it's a 9-horse dual stage, 27-inch.
I want to get me a 3-stager. That'll really move some snow.
A 3-stager? I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
Yeah, they take the auger all the way out, and it draws the snow in, and it just moves it a lot faster.
Have you ever tried one?
I've never seen one.
I've seen them. I seen a video of one, and the guy was just running it right through like 2 feet of snow, and it was just going through like a knife through butter.
Yeah, you know, that storm that we had earlier this year or whatever, I have like a 24-inch, like, Cub Cadet, and my mother-in-law's boyfriend just got the new triple stage Cub Cadet, the 28-inch.
Yeah, I saw this picture of a Russian snowplow. They had a MiG engine where the blade would go, mounted at like a 45-degree angle to shoulder the road there. They would actually put the thing in the afterburner and burn the snow off.
He tore through that with that thing. But we kept
Somebody's talking.
shear pins on that front auger, on that third auger, you know? And the other thing, it kept clogging up a lot, more than mine, because mine just like, you know, the 2-stage smaller Cub Cadet. We were always unclogging his big time when he was trying to do the end of my drive, like 2 driveway things, and oh man. But yeah, it clogged up and it kept eating shear pins.
So you have seen a triple stage.
Doesn't sound like an improvement with all of that trouble.
Needs more power.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, like I said, I saw a video of one, and it might be certain kind of snow might be a problem if it's too heavy, I guess, if it's that clingy stuff. This particular one, it just went, and the auger will throw the snow like 50 feet, man. It just blows it out the chute, and it just. I've never seen a snowblower throw snow that far.
If you want to see some cool snowblower throwing, look for the trains, the freight trains with snowblowers on the front on YouTube. That's some good entertainment. They got all kinds of snow throwers on the front of them trains.
I've seen them. The ones from Canada.
They'll move several feet of snow and just move it right out of the way like it wasn't even there.
Yeah, they're awesome. And you know that the triple stage, absolutely, dude. That thing easily was throwing snow 50 feet. It was. And the train mobile is back on the move. I'm putting shear pins back in it. I've never broken one on mine in 7 years. And we went through like 3 in one day on that thing. It is cool, but there's another problem that both of the Cub Cadets have, is when you're clearing out the end of your driveway and you kind of got to go up the bib or the skirt and kind of go a little bit vertical with the blower. Snow packs in underneath where the stupid belt drive is for the wheels, and then the belt slips and you've got no drive.
I hear train back in there.
Train mobile on the move.
Yeah, man, I got to go to the other ATM because I didn't have my card for it.
Oh, you have special cards for each ATM?
Yeah, 2 different banks.
Ah, okay. That way you got your assets covered.
Yeah, you don't want to mix things. You know, certain things don't need to be mixed because it'll get confusing.
That's right. Like oil and water, they don't mix.
That's right.
Well, yes, they will. Given enough agitation, then you have emulsification.
Yeah, I was gonna say they don't blend. They just emulsify.
Yeah, it looks like a milkshake.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine's boat that he got water in his oil, and it all looked like that. It was all green, milky shake. And we just boiled all the water out of it, and it was back to oil again.
Isn't that something?
It's bad juju if you got emulsified oil.
Yeah, leaking head gasket.
Yeah, on our big diesels and our cranes, that would happen, and the oil cooler would fail, and it would inject engine oil into the cooling system because it was, 40 pounds of oil pressure, and we would flush out the cooling system, and then we'd put automatic dishwashing soap in there, and that would suspend the oil in the water so we could drain it out and make it all nice.
Yeah, that can be a problem on steam turbines too. But we got like automatic drains on them out of the bottom of the sump. Almost like a steam trap works, but it spits out the water because it's at the bottom, and as soon as it hits oil, it closes.
And how would you get oil in the water in a turbine?
Steam turbine. The steam will leak through the gland seals and into the oil ways.
Oh, okay. I thought the oil was leaking into the steam.
Under high pressure.
No, it's the other way. The steam goes into the oil.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. Well, that's if you have bad gland seals or carbon seals, depending on which what. But some of them are just inherently that way, and you just got to go around and drain the water out of the bottom of the sump. That's all.
Oh, so you can keep running it then?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just when it emulsifies, you got problems. But if you drain the water out of the sump, it's all good.
Oh, very good.
Because as you know, the water goes to the bottom and the oil stays up top.
Of course, if you don't do your PM, that could be a problem, and you'll never find out about it.
Well, that's what happened to our one steam turbine I told you about, where we had stalactites and stalagmites in the sump. It was ugly.
Yeah, from not doing enough PM.
Yeah, but you can't tell management that. They want to blame it on everything else but their own lack of PM.
So was that like mineral deposits from the water?
I assume so. I don't know. I never saw anything like it before in my life. It was ugly. They completely destroyed that steam turbine.
Oh, man.
Lack of maintenance. Save a few pennies now, pay a lot of dollars later.
Now, if any one of us could have been found at fault at it, they would have fired us. But management gets promoted to another department.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a $3.5 million steam turbine generator, and they completely destroyed it from lack of PM. But they got promoted and moved to another department.
Yeah, selective perception.
But if you're a blue-collar guy, man, you'd have been fired.
I was only following your example. I was staying in my swim lane.
Yeah, stay in your swim lane. Boy, has that blown up in their face more than once.
I thought you had to use distilled water in steam turbines.
Well, the steam itself is inherently distilled.
I remember being told in the Navy of the steam turbines that it had to be ultra distilled water. You had any mineral deposits, it would destroy the blades.
Well, it's not distilled water anymore, it's steam. And steam is inherently clean, assuming it doesn't carry anything over with it. But, there's still goes through a steel pipe, and it can carry stuff along with it. And there's still silica that can be carried along with the steam. But then you mix steam with oil, and it condenses into water. It starts making rust, and that's where the problem comes. It ain't from the steam itself; it's from contamination with other things.
Yeah, because rust never sleeps.
But yes, the distilled water is used in makeup feed for the boiler, and which then turns into steam. But then as it's going through the turbine, it starts to condense. And then you have superheated steam, which is dry, or saturated steam, which is wet. And depending on the application is what you need for what. Some turbines use saturated and some use superheated.
Yeah, I can't get over that term dry steam, you know, because steam is water vapor, so how can it be dry?
Well, there actually is a percentage of moisture content in saturated steam. The definition of saturated steam is steam that is not, it is at the same temperature as the water that it was boiled from. Superheated steam has to be removed from its boiling source and then heated to a higher temperature, and it becomes drier.
Right, okay. Yeah, it's right at the transition point from water to steam. So that would be the saturated stuff. I get that. That makes sense.
And then you actually get more work out of superheated steam because that heat energy that you have applied to it adds more work availability to it.
Well, yeah, because it's got a lot further to come down. So yeah, you can apply. You can perform work for a longer period of time.
Yeah, you get a lot more work out of superheated steam than saturated.
Yeah, what pressure is superheated steam maintained at?
Well, that really depends on what pressure you're working with. I've seen superheated steam at 10 psi, and I've seen superheated steam at 1250 psi. It all depends on what the application is, but it has to be above its saturation temperature. In other words, whatever pressure it is under, you know, as you raise the pressure, you raise the boiling point. So if it's steam that is at the same temperature as where it came from, then it's saturated steam, no matter what the pressure is. You have to remove that steam from where it was boiled and heat it to a higher temperature from its boiling point at whatever given pressure to make it superheated steam.
Oh, and the pressure is related to the work you're doing.
That's correct.
Or the load.
Well, yeah. I mean, it all depends on what your application is. Like for running steam turbine generators or the main engines or something like that, you want superheated steam. But for running like a reciprocating pump, you do not want superheated steam. You want saturated steam because the moisture content lubricates the piston.
That's right.
Some of the old steamships, battleships or cruisers, destroyers, what have you, they in the old days, you know, World War II and prior, they actually had saturated boilers and superheated boilers depending on the work that they were doing. And the modern boilers, they would have a superheater in it. They do it two ways. They take steam off the drum called auxiliary steam, which did not go through the superheater, and that was for your auxiliary equipment. And then a portion of the steam that came off the drum went back into the boiler through a superheater and used for superheated steam for your main engine and your generators. But in the old days, they actually had two different boilers, your superheated boiler and your saturated boilers. But in modern days, we just do it with heat exchangers or not.
There you go. And today's lesson on steam generation was brought to you by...
Your saturation temperature has a corresponding pressure.
Fun with water.
Like where I work now, our main steam is 110 psi. Saturation temperature is about 354 degrees. That's why your car doesn't boil over at 212, because your coolant system is under pressure.
Not a lot of pressure. I think the cap pops off at 13 pounds or something.
Well, if you have water at 212 degrees under 10 psi, it will not boil.
Yeah. Well, this is true. But that's the thing, people will pop the cap off, and when the engine's real hot like that, and it'll bubble over, and you relieve the pressure, and all of a sudden it starts boiling.
Yeah, because now you've lowered your saturation temperature because you took the pressure off. At sea level, 14.7 psi atmospheric is 14.7. That's 212 degrees. But if you live in the Mile High City in Colorado, your water is going to boil at about 196 because they're at like 12.8 psia. And if you have water under a vacuum, you can have steam at around 80 degrees. If you have, like a 29 inches of mercury vacuum, you can boil water right around 80 degrees.
Yeah, we have a trainer at school that does that. It's a mason jar, and then they put a evap pump on it from a refrigeration unit, and at room temperature, the water boils.
There you go. Perfect example. That's actually how distilling units work. They heat up the water just below atmospheric boiling, and it's under pressure, and then they throw it into the vacuum chamber, and it flashes to steam, and that flashed steam lands on a heat exchanger that's cooler and condenses that and throws it over the side. But the brine water can't flash, and it falls to the bottom.
A desalinator.
Well, on board ship, you don't carry your water with you, you make it.
Yeah, it's easy to desalinate water, just boil it. And then you get distilled water.
Yeah, but it's boiled in a vacuum. It's more efficient.
Yeah, that's why they have pressure cookers, because you get high enough in altitude, the water boils at such a low temperature it won't cook anything. So you gotta use a pressure cooker to bring the pressure up so that it boils at a higher temperature.
Well, there's more to it than that. Sometimes you wanna cook something, but 212 degrees ain't enough to get it hot enough. So you put it under the pressure cooker, and the water will be a higher temperature before it boils.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of what I was saying earlier. If you live in Denver, Colorado, your water's going to boil at about 195 degrees or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do vacuum distillation cuts of crude oils. You just bring it down, the pressure down to a vacuum, and a couple hundred degrees, you could make all kinds of cuts.
Yeah, Science 101 here on Classic Radio Roundup.
Science on Simplex.
She blinded me with science.
She went and cleaned up. I can't find anything.
She blinded me with science.
For my tools and careful notes. And I always hated taking Navy showers.
Thomas Dolby.
Why, yes.
Navy shower. Wet down, soap up, rinse off, exit.
10-4. Yep. They tried to get us Marines to do the Navy showers when we just got off of a 10-month no-shower deployment in 2003. And we pretty much got up to the chief to tell the captain, to kiss our Marine Corps Eagle Globe and Anchor. We're taking a shower. It's been 10 months.
Well, we all know what a Marine Corps shower really consists of. A little bit of underarm deodorant and call it good.
We stank, and we're not going to sit there and take those Navy or Marine Corps showers. We need a real shower, you know what I mean?
I got here road pizza trying to break in there.
Good evening.
Hello, Road Pizza Countywide.
Hey, Kelly. Stuff I needed for the amp. It's all good. I appreciate the advice.
It's no longer road pizza.
By the way, so I'll be up and running as soon as I get here, and I solder them in.
Yeah, I'd like to see what the results are, man. You'll be county-wide just like me in that mobile.
Pretty much. That one day that I actually had it running, it was at 400 watts.
Result of what?
On a signal up here in Bordertown.
Somebody keeps keying with you. We got a lot of traffic here on Classic Radio Roundup tonight.
I can't hear them.
3 on a 1 to 6 scale for my power, and it was putting out real well.
Oh yeah, 4-pill, 4-pill.
That's right.
No pills, no pills.
I'm 73s for the night. Y'all take it. Go and get some sleep. I've been up for about 2-3 days.
All right there, Ghost. Sounding good anyway. Look forward to the improvements. Good luck with it. Countywide radio to Spitfire on this glowing glass hollow state radio.
10-4. I'll keep you posted. Just waiting on the parts to come in.
I hear you say, Road Pizza, that you're not a pizza man anymore? What happened? Eat too many pepperonis?
Nah, negative. Well, quit that job. We got another job now. Work down, mechanic, heavy diesel mechanic.
To call me up. He had his
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds like you're working your way up the ladder then.
wishes.
Yeah, I'm tired. You know, I can only get so far and then you get knocked right back down again.
Yeah. 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
That's all right.
You get so hit the other way when you drink.
I don't care.
Now, when you're drinking, it's different. It's 1 step forward, stagger to the left, stagger to the right, 1 step back, 1 step forward. Rinse and repeat.
That's affirmative.
Forget the rent.
All right, y'all. I'll catch you later. 73s. Have a good night.
Yeah, we're up in Douglasville. Buff lot. We're not buff, but
I think I'm starting to hear those guys in Delaware.
Why are you giving me such a good signal? You're not far from me.
No, I don't hear anybody from Delaware.
I'm going up the, what they call it?
I got another concurrent conversation in there somewhere.
Yeah, okay. You're not far from me at all. Maybe 2 miles, if that, mile and a half.
Okay. Yeah, I just left one.
What's this? You left your mechanic job?
Yeah, I just punched out. I'm working on a tractor trailer. It's, 7 o'clock this morning.
Aha.
Yeah, the guy blew the rear out of it, the power divider, tried to rip the whole rear apart. And I'm still not done.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, expensive job. Not my expense, but yeah, keeps me busy. I work by myself. I'm alone all day. I got 4 big days to myself.
I'd be too tempted to fall asleep doing that.
Oh no, man, I'm rocking out. I got the stereo playing, got the tunes going, and then you know, when it comes time for school students to get taken to school and get picked up, and then all the bus driver ladies come in, and they get good scenery. Granted, they're probably, some of them are old enough to be my mom, but, you know, I'm only 31.
That's too old for that scenery.
What's too old for that scenery?
31.
That's how old I am.
Yeah, well, that's too old for that school bus scenery.
No, bus drivers, the drivers.
Ah. Aren't they like old, craggy old ladies and stuff?
Well, I never talked to any of them yet. You know, I wait over, but I'm too busy. Always look like a grease ball. But, you know, some of them are older, a little bit older, just a couple of them. The rest of them, I'd say, you know, mid-40s, 40s, some of them there. But, you know, they keep their physical appearance nice.
It sounds like we're going to have to change your handle again now from Road Pizza to Grease Monkey.
That sounds good. How about wrench nuts?
nut?
Awkward.
That's more like these nuts.
Used to be my kid back in the day, you know, when I was younger. Was that me or was that the sound that distorted? You played okay, totally record.
That was just a burst of sideband.
Alright. Yeah, I never heard that before. Iowa.
There's Wonder Boy.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
And all those in between.
Just flexing my Q36 space modulator.
That was last week.
Well, I'm starting to get all the kinks worked out of it.
Yeah, 238, 239, whatever it takes.
The P model.
I gotta go home and hook up my old unit then.
Yeah, why you gotta do that?
I don't know. It's more classic than the thing I'm talking on now.
Oh, okay. Well, the more classic, the merrier. On Classic Radio Roundup.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's not too classic, but, you know, it's been sitting, a little roughed it up. Well, no, I refurbished it. Me and Hawkeye were working, you know, doing sound tests over the air the other night. I forget which night, but, believe it or not, Hawkeye, in his opinion, said my Uniden sounds much better than my Galaxy 959.
Oh, no, the horror.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I called Tickle up. That's where I got the radio from, the 959. Hey, man, can I return this?
I ain't nothing wrong with it. That what you're on now?
Yeah, I'm on the Galaxy right now.
Well, it sounds okay. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's barefoot. It's just, it's all modded up. It's actually over-modulated.
No, it's not.
I turned it up. But, he had it turned down because he had it hooked to his, was that Dave made box he got?
Yeah, some kind of box.
Yeah, I think he's got the Dave made box in his, truck.
That's right. Huh, there we go. Audio.
Countywide.
Working that Spark-O-Matic technology.
Working my 1969 Regency Imperial Hollow State Radio.
69, dude.
Ha ha.
And I'm gonna step to the side real quick. Grease monkey, whatever you call me.
Okay, you're a grease monkey.
But you're right back.
I'll tell you, the radio didn't like when I tried to set the cell phone down on top of it. Bad juju.
Yeah, cell phones get into everything.
Yeah, Firestarter always had his next to his microphone. It would pick up all that doodly-doo, doodly-doo-doodly-doo.
Yeah, it would leak right into his audio panel.
We need a 05 section on the forum there so we can post up our 05 events and pictures and corresponding repairs.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. Oh.
Yeah, come on now. You get a little. I'll just post something up there. I had a MOSFET amp go pop pop, and it was pretty violent with the 100 amp supply, as a matter of fact.
That's going to be a subboard under classic radio around the 05 Memorial sub. What's your favorite 05?
If I can't talk skip, I'm going to drop them all day long.
It could be just a radio that doesn't work even, you know, it lights up and it buzzes or something like that, you know.
Oh my God.
It's all about the big number. The big number, watts, more watts.
Post up, the video of him frying that tube first off.
Oh yeah, we'll have to have links to all the YouTube stuff.
Well, I didn't link to that, man. I saw it. That stuff was, you know, I did not link.
The better one is the documents being blown up out of the trunk.
And all the Coal Cracker Productions, you know, the Ben Hurston.
It could be a section for just graveyard radios. Like, here's a really cool Chris Mobile radio, but it's fried.
It's been 05. Still no sign of him anywhere, though. He hasn't posted on Facebook since last July, and I haven't talked to anybody that's been in touch with him. I am kind of curious if he's doing okay, living out there with his sister or whatever.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life is plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, I'll dress me everywhere.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Three monkeys back.
Well, hopefully you washed the grease off.
Hell. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I did not.
You know that 05 section could turn into, like, the troubleshoot section, too, though.
Nah, this is a 05 Memorial section. Post your favorite 05 anecdotes, audio clips, pictures, video, stories. The sky's the limit.
And the radios that were brought back from the dead could be called zombie radios.
Well, let's see. I don't think there's too many 05 radios around. I do have a Lafayette HB 400 out in the garage that I got from him. I swore up and down I was going to restore someday, but I haven't gotten to that yet.
I got his old Heathkit Warrior, that 811 Ford tuber.
Yeah, I got his old Collins, the one he used to war with for hours and hours, dude.
I'll tell you what, if the iron's still good, I'll be impressed.
Oh, the iron's still good. The only thing this thing needs is tubes. I get 4 or 5 72Bs I'll stick in there and, you know, I'll fire that thing up again. Although it needs a couple shields, though. There's these interlock shields that you screw on and you know, protects the tube cabinet and whatnot. I gotta see if I can fabricate something out of sheet aluminum.
Yeah, well, they started making the tubes again in the good factory, and they seem to be okay, so that's a good sign. Thank you, Radio God.
I'd love to get that working again, because that would be 3 dB stronger than my Heathkit.
I wonder if I could do that Warrior with those tubes. Although the 811s are so cheap, you're so tempted to go that way, you know? But you could convert that for the 572Bs, but I bet you the iron wouldn't handle it.
A11s, and well, if it was designed for A11s and you put 572Bs in there, that's no problem because 572Bs are a stronger tube and are rated for higher plate voltage. But going the other way could get you into trouble if you got too much plate voltage on there.
That's right. Let's talk about tubes on Classic Radio Roundup. Yeah, man. 572Bs back in production at rfparts.com.
Tubes, almost as much fun as boobs.
Thanks for the memories.
I do spell tubes with a small case T and two big giant zeros and then a B, lowercase b.
Yeah, 13 glowing glass tubes in my Regency Imperial, Class AB1, push-pull, high-level plate modulation.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've only got one. Count 'em, one tube in this radio.
Yeah, and it's low-level modulated.
No, this is not low-level modulated. This is plate modulated.
Solid-state plate modulation?
Well, the final is a tube, and the plate is being modulated through a modulation transformer that's being driven by solid-state devices, but it is high-level plate modulated.
I always thought those hybrid radios that the final tube was just an amplifier.
Not this one. This one is a modulator.
Well, let's just say in most cases.
Yeah, in some cases, I think the DAC radios have modulated finals with solid-state. Well, the DAC 10 now. The DAC 10 has solid-state audio modulator transistors driving a tube, a final tube. The DAC 9's got a tube driving a tube. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I always thought those hybrid radios were low-level modulated and the tube was just an amplifier, but I guess I stand corrected.
Well, some are like that, like the Yaesu FT101. Those are exactly what you said, low-level modulated, and the tubes are just linear amplifiers.
Well, I learned something today on Classic Radio Roundup.
Yeah, you have to avoid absolutes. Because the rules are not universal across the board. There's always exceptions.
Well, generally speaking, it's probably more of them it's amplifier than modulated.
Well, yeah, because that's easier to do at higher power levels, you know. I mean, you want to try to modulate a 25-watt carrier, you're going to need some audio power. This way, if you just use that as an amplifier, then you can modulate it at a lower level and you don't need all that juice.
Yeah, like the B&W pair of 6146s modulating a pair of 6146s. Woo!
There you go. Lots of tubes.
And my James Millen is a pair of 807s modulating an I think it's an 859, something like that.
Wow, James Millen. That would be right at home with WRDV, man. That's right there with the music.
One of these days I'll get that thing going.
One of these days. You sound like me.
Only because of what it is. 1947 transmitter.
Yeah.
I just need to finish building my power supply and get my rack over here, Sparky. I started building this power supply. I got all the parts in one place. The modulator's ready to go.
The explosive space modulator?
I'm going to blow up the Earth! It's obstructing my view of Venus.
34?
Well, Survivor's over, so that's a good question.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's a Survivor geek.
Yeah, but that's over. That's from 8 to 9, ain't it?
I guess. But yeah, he's usually in there saying hello to everybody, and then he kind of fades away. But I didn't even hear him at all tonight. That's kind of unusual. No quarter wave Dave to call balls and strikes and keep us from going off the rails and off the road and down that political quagmire.
Yeah, day after Super Tuesday.
Yeah. After Super Tuesday, it becomes Wacky Wednesday.
GE Super Base Station. Sounds good. How's this thing sounding over there?
Well, noise level is especially strong tonight. Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm getting bleed over from 14 at the moment.
Really? Now that I'm not hearing.
I think it's Top Gun. Not sure, but I think it is.
No, he's at the back of my beam, so.
He's complaining about bleed over from 13.
We were here first.
Well, he ain't hearing me because I got the beam away from him.
Yeah, I heard Spitfire say there was bleed over. I flipped up there to see who it was, and he was up there complaining about bleed over from 13.
We were here first.
Yeah, Classic Radio Roundup. Since 2008.
Every Wednesday night from 8 to 10, right here on Channel 13.
That does sound good. Nice and crystal clear. Yeah, that's a good sound radio.
No Skeeter tonight either.
There's a few absentees tonight.
Before, he was just for 8 o'clock.
A few absentees tonight on Classic Radio Roundup.
44 was in there, huh? Then he skedaddled when Classic Radio started.
Yeah, he usually has a radio that he wants you to guess what it is.
Yeah, I made it really easy for him this time because there was no theme. You know, run what you brung. So he could have pulled any rabbit out of any of his hats over there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I saw the one you posted on Grumpy's, the one you ran last week. I guess it was the Midland.
Yeah, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Again? That trick never works. Yeah, I posted the Midland last week, and I'll post the high gain tomorrow. I've been making a conscious effort to document all these different classics as they get thrown up on the bench here.
It's been a while since I had this Imperial on, and it's on the gate.
Yeah, I got you gated for. I actually ran long. I usually do a 15 minutes worth of fame, and I went to 18 minutes.
Rubber bands are your friend.
Oh, that sounded like a false start.
Rubber bands are your friend.
Yeah. I'll have to try that because I do have a camera tripod. Or actually, what I need to do is compare sizes of video because if the video is no smaller on my tablet, then I'll just go back to using my video camera because I can mount that on the tripod.
I use my tablet and I mount it to the tripod with rubber bands.
I see, I won't need rubber bands if I use my video camera. It just screwed. It's got a mount hole on the bottom. It just screws right in the mount.
Well, I have no such animal, so I got to use my tablet.
Yeah, I think if I take my video camera and take it down to the minimum quality or minimum resolution, the file size might be down there. Because I was hoping my tablet would save it in that mobile format that's pretty small, but it doesn't. It saves it as MPEG 4. But I turned the quality and the size of the picture down all the way as far as it would go, and that made the size a lot smaller, but still, I don't know if it would do any better than my camera, because my camera also saves an MPEG 4, so it shouldn't be any real difference.
I really don't know what format this saves it in. I haven't really looked, but I know it uploads pretty easily. I hit upload, pick YouTube, and off it goes. It's pretty easy for me.
Yeah, if I take it to work, it uploads really quick, because I guess I got a pretty big pipe there.
I've done it wirelessly at home, and it takes maybe half an hour or so. But if I plug it into the computer at work, it takes about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about the same for me. I'll have to throw my camera in the car tomorrow anyway, because we're having a scrimmage softball game tomorrow if it doesn't rain, so I'll probably snap some pictures of that.
Thirsty Thursday, cold Corona Friday.
Thirsty Thursday, cold softball Thursday. Hopefully it'll be warm tomorrow. I think it's not supposed to be too bad.
The calm before the storm.
Yeah, I hope they're wrong about that 4 inches of snow on Sunday night. I really don't want to deal with that.
Say what?
Oh yeah, I'm in summer mode already. I don't want it to get colder again. I like the warming trend.
That's what you get for putting your summer tires back on the zipper car.
Well, when it's 80 degrees out, it seemed like it was the time.
Yeah, it probably dropped again.
The thing is, when it gets above 60 degrees, them winter tires are like riding on marshmallows.
Yeah, well, it's going to be cold again. I think the early part of next week, I think it's going to go down in the teens or the lower 20s or something for the first few days next week.
And then conversely, it gets below 50 degrees, them summer tires are like riding on rocks.
Yeah, then you'll be doing the Fred Flintstone next week then for a couple days.
Yeah, the handling really sucks when it's cold out on them summer tires.
It's pretty nice today though, if it wasn't for the rain showers. It hit 70 degrees when I was coming home.
9:45 and AM 740 is finally starting to come in halfway decent.
Well, you gotta remember, we set the clocks ahead, so, it's really only 8:45 as of last week.
Yeah, summertime sucks for AM radio at nighttime. You gotta wait till midnight.
Yeah, that's right, because in summertime, it's still dark, it's still light out at 9 o'clock. And by the end of June, I guess, when it's the longest day.
I like long days. I get things done.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, I'm on board with that. I can give up the AM radio.
I'm actually more awake on the longer days, more light.
That's because the light stimulates you. The light rejuvenates your body. That's what everybody's sluggish in the wintertime because it's dreary most of the time and nobody goes out.
That's right.
The sun is invigorating.
I walked in today, in the better half, she's like, you got sun today. So yeah, it worked. It was like, yep, not a spray on orange tan.
Yeah, none of that Donald Trump tan.
he took Florida, man, and shut that guy off. Shut him off.
I heard some kind of weak radio check out there. I don't know if anybody else heard him.
I didn't, but go pick him up.
Kind of hard to hear there, radio check. You need to speak up.
How's that? That any better? Is that any better? Hello?
Yeah, now I got you. Go ahead. Where you at? What's your name? Spitfire here, somewhere around Pottstown.
Yeah, Richmond Town?
You gotta wait till I'm done talking before you talk, or I can't hear you. Try it again, Richland Town.
I say you got Spotlight here from Richmond Town. Do copy.
Yeah, hello, Spotlight in Richland Town. I got a copy on you. Spitfire 441 out here around Pottstown. Come on.
Yeah, I decided to get the cobwebs out of this thing and get on it tonight. Yeah, I can copy it. You guys are not, like, real clear to me, but I'm getting you.
Well, you're not real clear and real strong to me either, but we're a pretty good distance away. But you're doing it. I hear you. I got you now, but as long as you speak up.
Yeah, I hear you about speaking up. What is your 20? Where are you at?
I'm right outside of Pottstown, Pennsylvania. The southwest corner of Montgomery County.
Come back on that.
Pottstown, southwest corner of Montgomery County. Copy?
Did you say Pottstown? It's kind of Southtown, Woundstown.
Otherwise known as PP Town.
Pottstown.
Pottstown.
I got all kinds of people keying up with you, so I didn't hear what you said. Try it again there, Richland Town. Anyway, thanks for checking in to the Classic Radio Roundup, where antique radios rule here on Channel 13. 441 is Spitfire, somewhere near Pottstown.
Good to hear you, Spotlight, Sparky Wheelan.
I think you might have said Pottstown, but I'm not sure.
In Pottstown.
You guys are really good.
No, I am not in Pottstown, but I'm near Pottstown, the southwest corner of Montgomery County.
Is that the southwest corner of Montgomery County?
Montgomery County.
We got the peanut gallery out here keying up on you there, Spotlight. Try it again.
I say I hear Montgomery County, but I don't know where at in Montgomery County.
Have you ever heard of Pottstown? Pottstown, P-O-T-T-S, town.
Are you saying Pottstown?
That's exactly what it is that I'm saying. Come on.
Okay on Pottstown. Just say okay on Pottstown.
Okay, Roger, 10-4.
Wait, did you say Pottstown? That's a big Oakley dokley.
Actually, it's not a bad trip at all.
No, it's not a bad trip at all. You're doing a real good trip from Richland Town. I know where Richland Town is, and you're not right next door. It's a good distance. You're doing your thing. Come on.
Yeah, right outside of Quakertown there, not far from Quakertown at all. How you guys all doing tonight? Good?
Yeah, we're doing real fine. We're out here every Wednesday night with our antique radios, 8 to 10, Channel 13. Are you somewhere near California Road?
One too much, a little bit more.
He doesn't wait till you're done talking.
I appreciate all the comeback, I really do.
Good to hear you in there, Spotlight. It's been a while.
Yep, you're sounding good out this way, Spotlight. As long as you speak up into that microphone, you're doing your thing.
Who else is in there? I hear another voice in there, but I don't know where he's at.
It's Sparky. I'm over here. Spring Mountain ski area. Sparky, hello. We spoke before.
I hear ski area. You talking like the Pocono Mountains?
Northern Montgomery County. Spring Mountain ski area. Spring Mountain.
Okay, northern Montgomery County. I got that part, but where else did you say?
Sparky. And there's Top Gun.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing tonight?
Good, man. Breaker on Classic Radio. What's going on, Top Gun?
Oh, not too much. Sitting here watching the pickers.
Cool, man. Sounding good tonight.
Hello, Top Gun Countywide.
Hitting you with this Spark-O-Matic technology.
Yeah, Spark-O-Matic sounding good.
Working this antique glowing glass Regency Imperial.
all right there. What's going on? Countywide, 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 countywide.
Countywide radio on my antique flea market junk.
Sounded it shake underneath a box.
Yeah, buddy.
Boy, if them pickers ever come by here looking for CB radios, they'll hit a gold mine in the Pee-Pee Town area.
Oh, we got Colonel alert?
I watch these guys a lot, and if you look in the background, they walk right by like shells full of D104s and stuff. They're not interested.
They have no idea what they're walking past.
It's all fake anyways.
Sounds like 2-Watt Willie's shop.
It's funny, too, because every once in a while, you know, on some sci-fi show or something you'll see in the future, and the reporter interviewers come by and they're holding D104s.
And that's the future?
Yeah. What was that? There's one specific show. It was on Sci-Fi a couple of years ago, and all the reporters' microphones were D104s, but they were holding them in their hands with no bass.
I've seen that somewhere.
Guys do that in their mobile. D104 in the mobile.
Yeah, with no bass.
Yeah, it's nothing but treble, man.
It's all about the bass.
I think it's funny that they think a D104 is a futuristic microphone.
Yeah, when you consider it's been, Christ, what was it, made in the 1930s or something?
I think that's when they first came around. Yep, 10-4.
Oh, yeah. Everything old is new again.
Show you right.
It's like, if you guys are into country music, the Zach Brown band, there's that one video where he has that D104 head on top of a mic stand, and he's singing into it.
That's funny, too, because the D104 doesn't really have the frequency response for singing.
Yep, no doubt, but it's kind of neat to see.
Yeah, D104 is like 500 hertz to like 3 or 4 kilohertz. It's communications microphone, not a high fidelity microphone.
Speaking of high fidelity, did you change over to your Galaxy?
Why? Does it sound like it?
Yes, it does.
Well, ain't that something? For the last 20 minutes or so of the roundup, I figure I'll just blow the cobwebs off of this one there, don't you know?
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I can tell. Man, that thing is all bass.
Yeah, well, I won't get much treble here if I stick to the bass.
Sounds good over here.
Man, I could tell the difference from what you were running to that.
Which is weird because the high gain actually has a lot of low end.
Yeah, but not like that one does. That thing's full-bodied.
Like a Boddington's Pub Ale.
Man, that sounds good. I hope it comes through on the gate.
Well, I'd like to hope that anyway.
Of course, this Imperial makes everybody sound good, but damn, that thing is awesome.
Yeah, you want to know the funny part about it? Last week, when we were doing the gate and you were listening on that Midland, I switched to this radio seamlessly and didn't say a word and was talking on it. And, I listened to the gate and I'm thinking, geez, I know by what I was saying when I switched, but it doesn't sound all that much different.
We learned from 44.
Well, that's the difference between the Midland and the Imperial.
Yeah, I mean, the Imperial has a more flatter receive audio response or something. That Midland, it's got communications quality receive audio bandwidth.
It makes everybody sound equally bad.
Well, nobody sounded bad. It just didn't, there was just no high fidelity sound to it. It was just, like normal radio. Maybe slightly better, slightly cleaner, but no rich low end or anything.
Well, that's the difference between a 3-knob solid state and a multiple knob hollow state.
Yeah, there you go. You got to have a good high fidelity capable receiver in order to take full advantage of of everybody else's transmitter.
Oh yeah, this Regency lets it come through. And that Midland, I wasn't using the internal. I was using an external speaker because that internal 3-inch CB radio speaker really sounds like crap to begin with.
Yeah, well, the one you were using sounded good. I mean, it had clean audio. Just I switched to and nobody even said anything either, so nobody else noticed it either.
The funny thing is the external speaker I was using on the Midland is a Midland external speaker.
I was going to go with that.
In heaven.
One of the ones with the little noise limiter switch on top.
Oh, what? It's got a noise filter?
Yeah, that's right.
It cuts the high end out.
Nice.
Sounds better.
Yeah, it rolls off the noise, I guess.
Yeah, that speaker sounds good on that radio, but the internal speaker on that Midland it just doesn't sound good.
Yeah, most internal speakers don't sound all that good. Once in a while, like the Trinidad, might be a good exception to that, but most others don't.
The Trinidad and the Imperial, they're my two best internal speaker type radios. The Pacer comes in close on all that too.
I guess my best internal speaker radio would have to be the Browning.
Trinidad's pretty close there.
Trinidad is close.
Yeah, that's that big wooden box that I think helps that out.
Yeah, exactly.
But this Imperial, man, it does a beautiful job of letting that hi-fi come through.
High fidelity, courtesy of Galaxy Radio, a subsidiary of RCI.
And it's an oval speaker in the Imperial. It's like maybe 3 inches by 4. Yeah, maybe 5, almost 5. Yeah, like 3 by 5 maybe.
3 pill, 5 pill.
Yeah, Frank.
There's another breaker.
Get a radio check really quick.
We don't accept checks, cash only. In God we trust, all others must pay cash, but your radio is working, come on.
Dead breaker.
What's this one?
My 20 is next to my 5s and 10s right here in Pottstown.
Oh no.
Oh, here it comes again.
I don't know where that location is.
Pottstown.
Well, what's your location, and I'll tell you if you're doing good or not.
We're coming out of here at Clinton, New Jersey.
Oh, you're over there in Clinton, New Jersey, man. You're doing an excellent job. I'm over here in Pennsylvania, west side of Montgomery County in Pennsylvania, a good 40 miles or more from you. Go ahead.
Dodger on the Pennsylvania, 40 miles. All right, I guess this Mobile working out.
Yeah, that Mobile out there in Clinton, New Jersey is doing a thing. Sounding good out here in Pennsylvania, Clinton, New Jersey, Mobile. Spitfire 441 on this antique radio.
It's on a rebound.
Yeah, man, keep the dirty side down, the shiny side up. We'll catch you on the flip-flop. Spitfire 441 on this antique blown glass radio.
Oh no, right out of Channel 19.
They're like 800 feet up there. There's a couple of ridges.
That Clinton, New Jersey, that's a pretty good hike from here.
I can't even hear them.
I bet you're like even 1,000 feet.
I even heard him through the carrier. Whoever was whipping a carrier, I heard him right through it.
I got too much damn noise, I guess.
I guess this Regency Imperial is still a hot receiver.
I got an S5 noise level on the gate radio, and nothing below that is going to make it through.
This radio has a real nice quiet receive.
Didn't we used to hear from some base stations out that way around Clinton? We haven't heard them guys in a while.
Yeah, who was that guy that had the SBE console too? And
yeah, that was one of them.
There's still guys in Jersey in there. They're on Channel 38, lower sideband at nighttime.
Is that the same crew?
No, not the same as those guys up through there. Yeah, the one guy ran like a courier and stuff.
Break 13, break.
T-Berry.
Yeah, that's the guy, T-Berry.
There's a break in there I actually could hear.
Go ahead, Breaker.
Good evening, everyone, on Classic Radio Roundup After Hours.
Not quite yet.
No, it ain't after hours yet. Not until probably quarter after 10.
Okay, close to it.
I'd like to know what that Clinton, New Jersey mobile was running. Damn, he was coming in through here better than Richland Town.
Evening, Gumby.
How's this here food sound?
What you running?
I'm running SBE Land Commander Mobile.
Land Commander, SBE, very nice.
Sounds mushy.
That's the amplifier's fault.
And we got double two.
It sounds like you're the operator.
Oh, no.
Sounds like Lily Tomlin. You have reached the number that you have dialed.
Hello, is this the party to whom I am speaking?
One ringy dingy.
Two ringy dingy.
Much is that better?
One ringy dingy. Two ringy dingy.
Well, I punched it up there so I could get through for the break.
Yeah, well, you wanted to know how it sounded, so we were just being honest. We don't lie out here on Classic Radio Roundup.
Well, no, I forgot that I had it up when I should have turned it down right away. My bad.
It is sounding better. Less Lily Tomlin like.
The phone company.
The model that has one here is LCMS. Looks like 8.
I'd love to have one of those big SBE Land Commander base stations.
Yeah, so would I.
I never liked them. When the SBE went to that land command style, it differed from their original designs, and I don't know, for some reason I never liked them.
Well, this one has all the extra channels the same as the 148 does.
Yeah, I think one of them has an 858 board in it or something, so I think they might have been Uniden made, but I know I worked on one once, and it was a piece of crap. I don't know what it was. I forget which one. It was a mobile. I thought, I don't really like these things.
Well, this one has a brown case to it, and where the side switches are, I should say the switches up on the top of the stand, TV, and the PA and that. It's brown, and right around the knobs it's brown. The rest of the base is chrome.
Yeah, I know what they look like. They're brown like some other substance I know.
No, this one is actually a little bit glossy. It's not a flat brown. And I know what you're talking about. I decided where that is.
Yeah, I guess if they work, they work. I like SBE's original design, original console 2 and Trinidad-looking radios, and even the console 5. I like that. That's a pretty sweet-looking radio with the squelch meter.
Spitfire said Simba night.
I had to turn it
Next week?
now because I didn't have the money for it.
Not Simba. Pierce Simpson.
How about it, Pete?
Countywide.
Hey, Pete, where'd you say that guy was in New Jersey?
Clinton. Like that criminal that's running for president.
Yeah, 10-4. I heard him down there talking to you. Holy shit.
Yeah, that ain't right next door now, is it?
No, it's not. That was a good trip.
I'm just guessing 40 miles, but I think it's probably more.
Yeah, 10-4. You're saying about Clinton, whether you know it or not, he wasn't president. Oh, who cares? He's the one running.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. There we go.
I'm sorry, but all political discussions have been suspended. Thank you.
10-4. I just throw my 2 cents in on that one. I understand that. But,
One's a criminal and one's a crook.
you didn't go back to check it out. I know it has quite a few channels below 1. And I think 501 takers all the way up to, I'm not sure if it's 28045 or 28145.
probably 045, because that's usually where the Cobras end up stopping.
45.
44 and a half.
Yeah, Colt 45.
45.
That's right.
Speaking of which, where is Ron tonight?
Sandbagging.
Ah, another sandbagger.
Unless he's traveling, he would usually chime in by now.
Ah, yes, the traveling Ron.
Yeah, the traveling Wilburys.
Hey, Ken, man, what's going on?
Nothing much.
Cool, man. I heard you in there a little earlier. Where's Heidi?
I think she took the day off.
Okay, I'll be back in about 10 minutes.
All right, Gumby. Good to hear you, man. I might step off here. I got to get up real early.
Well, if we do, it's definitely a pleasure hearing you, and we'll catch you another night if you sign off.
All right, Gumby. Yeah, I'm going to go that way. I'm sorry. I have to do it right now. Darn it. All right, Sparky. Catch you guys later.
Oh, man. Well, see you later, Mr. Sparky, and we'll entertain that whole 05 memorial.
See you later there, Sparky73. Thanks for the fun on Classic Radio Roundup.
Good night, dear Sparky, your train station.
All right, man. 10-4. Wish I could hang in there. Catch you guys later.
Well, I like the fact I have another one to put on. Definitely another class. The class is in a short.
Train must have had a serious debriefing.
I had a beautiful meal, man. I'm telling you. And we sat down and talked, so, she do that sometimes. Especially when it's classic radio roundup, then she's ready to sit down and have a lovely evening with her husband.
Knowing that you'd rather be somewhere else right now.
And you can't like cut her off and say, hey baby, because then she might get even longer winded. But anyhow, it was a beautiful meal though, man. I had a couple venison burgers and some fresh baked potatoes along with a salad. And a little piece of dark chocolate, man, at the end.
And you didn't invite us over. Shame, shame, shame.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure that you guys have already eaten and nourished your bodies. You guys don't have that big, thick, stressful muscle up the back of your neck that I'm feeling right now. It's like I've been doing push-ups or something. It's just stress, man. I haven't felt nothing like this in years.
You're getting old, man.
Yeah, but I'm like, wow, why?
You're getting old.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, but that's an awful feeling, man. It don't look like I should have to come home feeling like this. Man, I feel like if I could get one of them massages, that it'll do me a whole lot of good.
Oh, yeah, it will.
Just because you're getting old.
Hey, Top Gun.
Yeah, what's going on there, Night Train?
Oh, not too much, man. Just came in and got myself something to eat, took care of a little bit of business, and I let the radio warm up a little bit so that I can key up.
Yeah, 10-4.
Yeah, gave it a chance to marinate.
You gotta give a little chance to marinate, come on.
10-4.
So how you been?
Pretty good, man. We've been busy on this end, Top Gun. Work's been flowing, and I kind of like it, even though sometimes I have to back away from it and take a day off and get a little rest.
Yeah, no doubt about all that. Hey, just wanted to wave 4 fingers and a thumb at you, and I'm gonna let this channel roll.
Roger that. Well, pass the regards around the house from the train. 10-4 and the train family.
10-4 will do.
Roger that. Oh, boy. Yeah, Bagger, I didn't get a chance to hear what you played tonight. What radio you guys. I heard Pete saying he was on Globe Blast.
Well, earlier tonight I was running the high gain 623 with one glowing glass tube, and of course for the last 20 minutes I switched over to something with a little bit of fidelity here.
Yeah, that I noticed through my speaker breaker.
There you go. Well, when you have a radio that can pass the audio, it stands right out.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, man, does your receive also have the fidelity? You know, since you've altered the circuits?
No, actually it does not. That's the next stage I got to do to this thing. I got to do the receiver mods. But no, this is strictly the transmitter side.
Roger that. So then how I sound coming through there, just like any other ordinary day?
Yeah, I mean, this is just like any other radio, you know.
Right, well, this one here has that nice, beautiful, warm, you know, like the cloud, like the steam that has the saturated steam, man. Yeah.
Yeah, what radio is that?
It's the Skipper 73C by Palomar. That's the hybrid one.
Oh, yes. I like those.
Yeah, me too, man. I had to warm it up for a few days, though.
What? You don't warm it up for a few days and it doesn't work?
No, it's been like, you know, sitting around. So what I did earlier in the week, I ran it overnight. And then in the mornings when I get up, I turn it on in sandbag while I'm getting ready for work and stuff like that. I let it just sit there and marinate because I didn't want it to come failing me, you know, as soon as I get on. You know how they do after you neglect them.
Well, you know, they're like women. They need constant attention. If you don't give them constant attention, they get really pissed off at you, and then they won't perform when you want them to.
Yeah, they act stupid. But anyhow, the clarifier is at about maybe 10 after or 2 o'clock, shall we say, in order to be spot on.
Yeah, well, it's nothing that a little bit of an alignment can't fix, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, actually, I can move the knob. Make that rascal be at 12 o'clock. Yeah, but it's 271150. But the clarifier is set at 2 o'clock.
Well, you know, that's actually not too far without, you know, outside the realm of tolerance there, you know.
Yeah. Well, where's my friend Dave, man? Did he come on tonight?
44's been conspicuously absent tonight. I don't know why. I guess you got too much of that Survivor or something.
He probably listening and smiling.
Well, we skidded off the road and almost went down that embankment into the political quagmire a couple of times, and we're kind of hoping he'd come in there and set us straight again. But you know, we had to rescue ourselves. He was nowhere to be found.
Well, if you guys went political and Dave didn't step in, there's a chance that he just wasn't available at the moment.
Yeah, there was a couple of skid marks on the road tonight.
Roger that. I thought I heard the voice of Gene earlier tonight, but I was in the mobile, so I wasn't really sure, but I do believe I heard Gene.
The Zip Gene? Yes, you did.
Tim Roger, yeah. Wow, what microphone you running, man?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm working this Golden Eagle D104 on my Golden Regency Imperial.
I figured that was a gold. I mean, not a Golden Eagle. I figured it was a D104.
I'm going for that big old school CB radio sound. Breaker.
Oh, yeah, you definitely have it. It's loud.
Sounds good.
Ain't no point in being shy when you got Class AB1 push-pull audio, high-level plate modulated.
Who is that? Who, me?
See no point in being shy about it.
Yeah, man. I thought I heard Gene. I guess he's gone now, huh? Yeah, Go ahead for the guy in Maple Grove.
Do you hear them talking?
Yeah, Bagger, so anyhow, I decided to run the Palomar. I would like to get that 40-channel sonar on there and give that a little bit of air time too, either that or just let the poor thing sit there and marinate a little bit.
You keep talking about marinating, I'm getting hungry.